Hello, my name is Denis Fedorov, and in this video we will learn to pronounce Russian vowels, all of them. There are 10 vowel letters in Russian alphabet: A, O, E, I, U, I, Ye, Yo, Yu, Ya. We will go through each one of these letters and learn to pronounce them properly. To learn the pronunciation of Russian vowels, it will be convenient to divide them into 3 groups. The first group are A, O, I, U. These vowels consist of one sound, have full pronunciation analogies in English, and generally are easy for an English speaker. The second group are Ye, Yo, Yu, Ya. These 4 letters also have an analogy sound in English, but consist of 2 sounds. That's why sometimes Russian learners have problems with them. And the third group is letter U alone. This is a completely new sound for an English speaker, that's why almost everyone has problems with learning to pronounce this letter. If not problems, but for many of these letters seems to be strange at least. Let's start with the first group A, O, I, U. Sounds for these letters have an analogy in English. That's why their pronunciation can be learned using English words. The letter A. It sounds as A in father, U in fun, U in run. The Russian examples for A are армия, атака, память, армия, атака, память. The letter O. It sounds as O in bore, O in told, O in cold. The Russian examples for O are он, слон, мост, он, слон, мост. The letter E. It sounds as E in let, E in pet, A in cat. The Russian examples for E are сэр, мэр, этот, сэр, мэр, этот. The letter E. It sounds as EE in fleet, EE in meet, I in fix. The Russian examples for E are пить, иск, идти, пить, иск, идти. The letter U. It sounds as OO in boot, OO in good, OO in loot. The Russian examples for U are уголь, тур, батут. Уголь, тур, батут. Now the second group Ye, Yo, Yu, Ya. Sounds for all these letters have an analogy in English. Let's find these analogies and go through this group. The letter Ye. It sounds as YE in yes, YE in yet, YE in yell. The Russian examples for Ye are есть, ехать, мера. Есть, ехать, мера. The letter Yo. It sounds as YO in yonder, YO in Yov, YO in your. The Russian examples for Yo are ежик, ёлка, Петр. Ежик, ёлка, Петр. The letter U. It sounds as U in university, U in unit, EW in few. The Russian examples for U are уют, юг, утюг. Уют, юг, утюг. The letter ya. It sounds as ya in yard, ya in yacht, ya in Yahoo. The Russian examples for ya are ястреб, ягода, поляна. Ястреб, ягода, поляна. So this second group has an analogy in English. However, often people have problems with some of these letters. And actually it is because these letters phonetically consist of two sounds. The thing is that ya, ye, yo, you are letters that are not directly represented by own sounds. And you will not find these letters in brackets in transcription. It's because these letters are represented by combinations of two sounds. Ya is ya, you is you, yo is yo, ye is ye. So to properly pronounce these four sounds, you need to learn to pronounce the sound for I краткая, which is a consonant in Russian, but is an analogy to English letter Y. To properly pronounce I краткая, let's find its analogies in English. I краткая is pronounced as Y in boy, toy, ploy, and we get the Y sound this way. And when you are good with this Y pronunciation, you are good with these four letters: ye, yo, you, ya. So this is how the second group is pronounced. Letter U. To pronounce letter U is usually hard and strange for a foreigner. So to learn to pronounce U properly, let's try to find an analogy in English. And there are no such analogies. But U is close to E. So let's take three words: ill, pit, feel. That's the examples for E. But let's look how these words sounded if we pronounce them with U. Listen. Ill, ill, pit, pit, feel, feel. Again. Ill, ill, pit, pit, feel, feel. The long sound for U is U. Let's look in details how it is pronounced. For that purpose, let's find the proper position for your tongue. As said before, the basic sound for U is E. For E, your tongue is in the lower position and touches lower incisors or lower front teeth. Then move the end of the tongue slightly up more and more to get that U sound. I'll show with my finger. I, U, I, U, I, U, I, U. That's it. So if you find the position for your tongue when you pronounce I in ill or ii in feel, it is the low tongue position when it touches low incisors. Then move the end of the tongue slightly up more and more to get that U sound. Try it and I think you will make it. That was the pronunciation of Russian vowels. I hope this video will help you greatly in learning Russian pronunciation. And remember that learning the basic pronunciation of Russian letters and sounds will help you to avoid severe accent and make you a person who is easy to understand and pleasant to speak to. That's it for the pronunciation of Russian vowels, and thank you.